What's up?
Hey, Shakir looks good.
Right. Most of those guys get a little chubby after they retire.
I swear I didn't have a gambling problem until he left the game. I never lost $1 betting on him.
Amazing player.
In New York City, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
Hey guys, welcome to Munch My Benson. My name is Adam. I'm here in Albuquerque. I, of course, am joined on the line by Josh. How are things, Josh?
Well, you are going to have your work cut out for you on this edit, Adam.
Why is that?
Because the boiler in my building is being replaced right now because it shat the bed. And it is 10:09. There's been a truck with a compressor running outside for the greater part of the last, 15 hours.
15 hours. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But apologies in advance, should that be an issue.
Well, hopefully it won't be as bad as what I had to do last night, which was edit episode 240, which this dropped a long time ago. By the way, Happy New Year's, guys, because this is our first episode that drops after the new year. Which seems weird to say now, but because it is early November at this point, or
Yes.
mid-November.
Yeah.
Pre-Thanksgiving. But I dropped episode 240, early this morning, and we recorded for almost 3 hours, and I cut it down. I cut the final edit with all the little, bells and whistles down to an hour 35, which... It took a long time to cut all that stuff out. It took a long time. Because it wasn't like
we knew that was going to be a motherfucker. Dude. As we passed the 2 hour and 50-minute mark.
Yep.
And it still had. I think we went to 2:55, but I'm sure there was.
It was 2:55.
I'm sure there was like a minute at the beginning.
It was 2:55. Well, sometimes when they're really long, it's like, I can just cut a solid 45-minute chunk from like before we start talking about the episode. That wasn't necessarily the case this time.
This was 5 and 10-minute chunks throughout.
Sure was. It was like 2 and 3 minute chunks throughout, and lots of them.
Yes. Yeah.
So it took a while. Took a long time. Josh, speaking of things that are bad, we should probably talk about what we're drinking and then do this, right?
Yeah. Yes. So, I, in my Tony's on the Pier, Redondo Beach, California, the unofficial bar of Munch My Benson, best bar in the country.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm drinking
so good.
4 Fingers of Woodford Reserve because it was on sale.
Okay, nice. Bullet Rye on the Rocks. Basic shit. It's good. Delicious. Since I stayed up so late last night, I am following that up with water instead of another beverage because I don't need
across the room.
Yeah, I don't need anything else to depress me right now. Do we have any podcast business to talk to?
Oh, yes. Yeah. We need to thank friend of the pod and our guest a couple of times, Summer S.
Oh, thank you, Summer.
Joining the ranks of the Munchies.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Summer's great.
Pleased as punch to have you aboard, Summer. Summer was also on Unkind Rewind for Jurassic Park 2.
Oh.
The Lost World Jurassic Park. Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, which, gotta say, man, when I rewatched it, within the last year and a half or so, pretty disappointed. They get to the island and you're like, great, there's these cool dinosaurs here. And then immediately they just forgot to write a movie. Like half of it is them in their trailer falling off a cliff, and the other half is...
They had 2 set pieces, basically. It's awful.
The
What
other
a
half
piece of
is
shit
yeah,
movie.
it's very bad. The first movie
I
is
hated it
it's
so
really
much.
fun, and the second one is not good.
It is the second most I've hated a movie that we've done for Unkind Rewind, the most being Space Jam.
Yeah, I've not seen Space Jam.
I hate Space Jam so much.
1994. Well,
Yeah.
you know, speaking of Space Jam, this episode's sort of
Good segue, actually.
it's sort of it's kind of alluding to that. I wish they had actually been alluding to Michael Jordan in some way that was interesting.
There are a lot of allusions here.
Yeah, there are. Maybe too many.
Mostly to former Nutella spokespersons.
Maybe too many, though. That's my problem with it. Anyways.
Yeah. This is... There's a lot of nods here. Anyway, yes. By all means, Adam. Go for it.
All right. I gotta... Rich guy Orion Bauer announces at a very well-attended press conference that his clothing brand, Orion Bay, is partnering with the greatest basketball player of all time, Shakir the Shark Wilkins. Wilkins apparently was Rollins' favorite player to bet on, and Bad Rollins was born the day the Shark retired. When the presser is over, Orion and his team, his daughter Cordelia Bauer and assistant Carla Cannon, usher Shakir into an elevator so they can get him a ride out of this weirdly mega press scrum. Through elevator security footage, we see Wilkins touch Carla on the arm, which she is not having. She yells, turns, and starts hitting him till she is restrained by security. The elevator reaches the ground floor and is met by another press scrum who are clearly loving the fracas. Once the cameras are on, she yells that he knows what he did and that they can't just make it go away. As she's being led away, she says that he raped her. Shakir says he has no idea what Carla is talking about, but things are not looking good for his future endorsement deals. The SVUs get Carla to come down to the station so they can get ahead of the media frenzy and learn the facts. Carla tells Benson and Rollins that Wilkins assaulted her after a party in the Hamptons this past Memorial Day. She drove him back to the city and passed out after a single drink at the hotel bar. She remembers waking up naked in his room later. She says that she was triggered by being asked to get her rapist back to his hotel again. Carla says she told her boss, Mr. Bauer, about the rape, to which he said she must have been confused, which she thinks is a sign he won't support her now that she's gone very public with these accusations. She said he gave her a $5,000 bonus to keep quiet. Finn and Rollins talk with Orion and Cordelia Bauer, who is not just her father's daughter and vice president, but also his lawyer. Orion tells them that women are constantly throwing themselves at the Shark, so why would he need to resort to rape? And they deny giving Carla hush-hush payments. When Orion offers to talk to Wilkins, Amanda shuts him down, stating that any conversations they have with him could be construed as potential conspiracy. Roll Tuola then finds Shakir shooting hoops with some kids. They pull him aside where he tells them that Carla must be emotionally unstable, and that while yes, she did give him a ride on Memorial Day, she innocently left after a quick drink at the hotel bar. He categorically denies raping her and thinks that this might be a shakedown related to his ongoing divorce and custody battle. He says he needs to talk to his lawyer before making any further statements and heads back to the kids. A stashed-up Carisi finds it curious that Carla waited until the hotel's camera footage was deleted before accusing Wilkins, and Finn agrees that Carla seems to be putting on a show for the press and security cameras. Liv, of course, wants the team to stay focused regardless of who the accused is, while Rollins replies that she's been placing prop bets on basically every minor move the Shark has made for the last 20 years and has never heard so much as a whisper about him being a creep or a rapist. Rollins then gets a text from her old captain in Atlanta saying a girl down there is making similar claims about Wilkins, so Liv tells her to jump on a plane and get some answers. Captain Sam Reynolds tells Amanda that he's not entirely convinced by the woman's account. She says the assault happened 6 months ago, but there was zero evidence, and she did not alert anyone at the time it supposedly took place. He then says he called Rollins down there because he's finally left his wife and wanted an excuse to meet up with his old flame or subordinate. The woman, Macy Lynn Pierce, tells Rollins that she was Wilkins' stylist for a photo shoot. He'd invited her to his hotel after the shoot, where she had a single glass of wine, then woke up naked in his bed having been drugged and raped. She didn't tell a soul except for Orion Bauer, who told her to let it go in exchange for a nice bonus, just like Carla. Barbara and Finn tell the Bauers that they might be charged with witness bribery, at which point Orion says there was another girl, Tiana Rains, who worked at one of his retail locations that also came to him with allegations against Shakir. She tells Rolisi that she doesn't want to upset the golden goose of the Orion Bay Company. Barbara and Rollins inform Wilkins and his attorney, Rita Calhoun, that Tiana preserved her semen-stained clothes from her assault. Wilkins says that yes, he hooked up with Tiana in a dressing room once while he was in a bad place during his divorce, but that it was completely consensual and in fact was Tiana's idea. Calhoun says this smells like a well-coordinated shakedown. Shakir says it's possible he slept with Carla and Macy Lynn too, but doesn't really remember, and that of course he has a prescription for Ambien. His wife is trying to take sole custody of his son, which is why he didn't want to admit to having sex with random women who sort of work for him because his wife would use it against him in court. Lacking incriminating physical evidence or any outcry at the time of the assault, the only witness tying the case together is Orion Bauer, who they have significant leverage over given the witness bribery charges they can file against him. In the room with Rollins and Carisi, Cordelia tells her father that they need to let Shakir go to save the company. They inform the women that they'll be needed to testify, when Carla tells Benson that she thought she wouldn't be needed since Tiana had saved her panties. She says she overheard Cordelia talking to Shakir about it, but Benson says they need any help they can get. Later, Shakir meets Carla in a park. He says he's glad she came to him and that if she takes the stand, his lawyer will describe in detail all the famous athletes she slept with. He offers to make it all go away. Does she want a condo? A car? Of course, she was recording all of this, which doesn't look too good for the increasingly angry Shakir, and Rollins then places him under arrest, and the Bauers immediately terminate their business relationship with the shark. At trial, Orion Bauer says he paid off the women because he simply couldn't believe that his friend and protege Wilkins could have committed these crimes. But now he thinks that the women are now telling the truth. Rita Calhoun wonders if Orion Bay was happy to trigger the morals clause in their contract with Wilkins to get out of paying him roughly $500 million. Carla and Macy Lynn both testify about their foggy memories of being assaulted. Then Barbara and Rollins prep Tiana, who tries to get them to pay her for testifying. When Barbara asks what she meant when she said she'd say what Orion Bauer told her to say, she says Bauer only paid her half of what he'd paid the white girls. Then she drops the real bombshell, which is that she got paid to say that Shakir raped her. She says if the money is right, she's willing to do or say almost anything. While Calhoun moves for an immediate dismissal, Judge Farrell grants Barbara 48 hours to figure out what exactly is going on here. Instead of hitting the pavement, though, the SVUs hit up Carisi's favorite pizza delivery service and learn why he decided to join the unit. It's because of the women. They eventually get around to grilling Carla, Macy Lynn, and Orion, who all stick to their stories. Orion says the white girls never changed their stories, and that it was his mistake making Tiana assistant manager, even though she wasn't part of the tribe, wink wink, nudge nudge. Cordelia tries to get him to stop running his mouth, and tells Rolba that this conversation is over. Then he tells her that he forgives her for everything, which given the dramatic music and Rollins' stare must mean that Cordelia had been sleeping with Shakir. Rollins finds Cordelia outside. When asked why her father said he forgave her, Cordelia said that she shouldn't be talking to a detective and leaves. Finn asks Wilkins if he knows of any reason Orion Bauer would want to destroy Shakir's reputation. Before we can hear the answer, though, we cut to Cordelia Bauer telling her father that she can't represent him anymore because she thinks she might be involved. He says Shakir is a bad guy who fucks anything with legs. She accuses her father of framing Shakir and wants to know why he would ruin the face of his brand. Orion then tells us what anyone who's been paying attention already knows, that Shakir repaid Orion's largesse by screwing his only daughter. He'd had Shakir follow for months and could have found a dozen other women to pay off if need be. He says he's looked through her medical records and knows that she's pregnant with Wilkins' baby, then goes on a profoundly racist rant before we learn that Cordelia has mercifully been recording this conversation, which, while illegally obtained by Barbara, does mean that the charges against Shakir are immediately dropped. Benson says it's okay not to try and prosecute Carla, Tiana, and Macy Lynn since a trial might prevent real victims from coming forward. Then in front of 1 million photographers, Shakir tearfully apologizes for Cordelia for treating her the same way he treated his ex-wife and says he'd like to start a new relationship together. She says it's too late since she already terminated the pregnancy after Tiana came forward, and we are left with I'd much rather think about Carisi's mustache and pizza choices than anything that happened in this episode, but alas, Dick Wolf.
Who's going to change my bag?
You know, you called the last one that we watched a Chernuchin fever dream. This was doing a polemic in like 10 different directions at the same time, none of which land, and all of which kind of come off making the show kind of the bad guy. It's like the show is doing the racism like a lot,
like, also, you know, very willingly making women look bad.
Yeah, it's making women and minorities look very bad. It's doing all the things it claims to be not doing.
Yes. This episode's not
I kind of really hated it. Like, I was like, man, I'd rather watch one of those Bosch episodes from season 20 because at least that's like psychedelic. This just makes me angry.
Okay, so guest stars.
Yeah.
We've already talked about Peter Scannavino.
Yeah.
Who's still guest star here.
Yeah, weird.
He wasn't
Detective.
cast yet. He's playing Detective Dominic Carisi here.
Interesting.
Well, we talked about him back in 179. Carisi chokes out another pedo in the meat wagon. Talking season 14, episode 13, Monsters Legacy, where he's playing Johnny Dubček.
Yeah.
We've already talked about Elizabeth Marvel. Rita Calhoun here.
Yeah.
That was in episode 90. We've got her blooded. We've got to shoot this fast. Talking season 15, episode 21, Postmortem Blues. And we've talked about Mike Watford playing Captain Sam Reynolds here. That was in episode 78. She has ears that lend themselves to elfing.
I can't tell you how much more I'd rather be watching that episode.
No, obviously.
It's a fucking great
season
episode.
13, episode 22, Strange Beauty.
Yeah.
He was playing this character there, but this is one of 4 characters we have seen him play so far.
Yeah.
First up, Terry Polo playing Cordelia Bauer.
Yeah.
She's born in Dover, Delaware to homemaker mother Jane and stereo systems designer father Vincent Polo. She studied ballet starting at the age of 6, attending the School of American Ballet in New York City starting at 13, moving to New York at 17 to pursue acting after winning a modeling contest. She made her television debut on Loving at the age of 18.
Nice.
She was in the films Born to Ride, Mystery Date, Passed Away, Aspen Extreme, Quick, The House of the Spirits, Golden Gate, The Arrival, Meet the Parents, The Unsaid, Domestic Disturbance, Beyond Borders, Meet the Fockers, Full of It, The Whole, Little Fockers, Christmas Angel, The Christmas Heart, The Christmas Shepherd, Outlaws and Angels, JL Ranch, Spread, and Relative Control. Looks like there's another fucking Fokker movie coming out in
I'm
like
sure
a year.
there's some Fockers in the works, man. There always are.
Yeah. Fokker in Law. It just wrapped principal photography, but it won't come out until next November.
It's what everybody's been waiting for. It's going to bring back the movies.
Oh, big time. Just like Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The third in the Now You See Me series this last weekend for an Adam in my timeline. It's surely now a huge hit. It did take number 1 at the box office, which is weird, but whatever. She was main cast in TV 101, The Phantom of the Opera, the final season of Northern Exposure, House of Frankenstein, I'm With Her, The Storm, Man Up, The Fosters, and The Big Leap. She had recurring roles in Brimstone, Felicity, Sports Night, The Practice, The West Wing, The Wedding Bells, The Ghost Whisperer, Glory Days, Royal Pains, Living with Models, NCIS, Good Trouble, and The Bravest Night. She posed for Playboy in 2005. She lost over $500,000 selling her Manhattan Beach home in 2009 when she relocated with her children and their 3 dogs to Charlotte, North Carolina. She filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11, in 2014, declaring less than $50,000 in assets while owing $750,000 in back taxes and having debts in excess of $800,000.
Jeez.
She was in 3 episodes of Law & Order Los Angeles, and she's in one more SVU as a different character. She has a son with her first husband, Anthony Moore, to whom she was married from 1997 to 2003. She has a daughter with drummer Jamie Wallum, who she was with from 2006 to 2012. Then we've got Henry Simmons playing Shakir the Shark Wilkins.
Mm-hmm. Greatest basketball player of all time.
Greatest basketball player of all time.
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how tall he was.
He's 6'5".
Okay, he's 6'5". Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't look up him. I was just trying to measure him against Stacy Keach, who I could verify.
No. So he was born in Stanford to a school teacher mother and IRS revenue officer father. He went to Franklin Pierce University on a basketball scholarship.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, I believe he's 6'5".
Nice.
His twin sister is a casting director. He was unhappy with his post-collegiate job at a Fortune 500 company and moved to New York to begin studying acting. He's in the films Above the Rim, A Gentleman's Game, Taxi, Are We There Yet?, Lackawanna Blues, Something New, Medea's Family Reunion, The Insurgents, South of Pico, World's Greatest Dad, Georgia O'Keeffe, From the Rough, Superman vs. the Elite, No Good Deed, and Synapse. He was main cast in Another World, NYPD Blue, Spartacus, Shark, Man Up, making this an odd reunion for him and Polo, as they were both in that show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cherish the Day, and The Emperor of Ocean Park. He had recurring roles in Pepper Dennis, Second Generation Wayans, Ravenswood, and the Dynasty reboot. He's in 2 episodes of New York Undercover. He married actress Sophina Brown in May of 2010, who we will eventually see in Season 2, Episode 12, Secrets. Then we've got Stacy Keach playing Orion Bauer. He was born in Savannah, Georgia, to actress Mary Kane. And Stacy Keach Sr., a theater director, drama teacher, and actor. He was born with a cleft lip and partial cleft of the hard palate. He graduated from Van Nuys High School in 1959, where he was class president and did Boys State. He double majored in English and Dramatic Art at UC Berkeley. He got his MFA from the Yale School of Drama. He was a Fulbright Scholar at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. He began appearing off-Broadway in 1964, getting cast opposite Morgan Freeman in Morgan Freeman's acting debut in 1967 or 8, I believe.
Nice.
He debuted on Broadway in 1969. He's won numerous awards for his work on stage, including 4 Drama Desk Awards, 2 Helen Hayes Awards, and 2 Obies. He was also nominated for a Tony. He's in the films. This is going to take a while.
I sure will. We could just talk about Brewster McCloud instead of this episode.
I still haven't seen it, so
you haven't?
I'm not going to be.
It's very strange.
I know.
It's a baseball movie in a very strange way.
Fucking living on top of the Astrodome or whatever.
It's under the bleachers, but yes.
Sure. Yeah. So he's in the films The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, End of the Road, which I just watched and would not recommend.
Okay.
The Traveling Executioner, Brewster McCloud, Doc, Fat City, The New Centurions, The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean, Luther, The Gravy Train, which was also called The Dion Brothers, Conduct Unbecoming, Street People, The Killer Inside Me, but that's the first time, I presume the first time that it was adapted in 1976, not the more recent time with Casey Affleck. The Squeeze, The Duelists, The Greatest Battle, Grey Lady Down, Slave of the Cannibal God, Up in Smoke, Two Solitudes, The Ninth Configuration, The Long Riders, Road Games, Nice Dreams, Butterfly, That Championship Season, Class of 1999, Milena, False Identity, Sunset Grill, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, Raw Justice, New Crime City, Escape from L.A., The Seawolf, Future Fear, American History X, Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return, Icebreaker, Mercy Streets, When Eagles Strike, The Hollow, El Padrino, the Latin Godfather, Man with a Screaming Brain, Come Early Morning, Honey Dripper, W, The Bourne Legacy, Nebraska, Planes, Fire and Rescue, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, If I Stay, Truth, Gold, Girlfriend's Day, Gotti, Survival Skills, and Jay Kelly. He was main cast in, and a lot of these are is sort of from the era of miniseries being prestige things, but he was main cast in Caribe, Jesus of Nazareth, A Rumor of War, The Blue and the Gray, Princess Daisy, Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer and its 3 TV movies, Mistral's Daughter, Hemingway, for which he was nominated for an Emmy and won a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Miniseries, Mike Hammer, Private Eye, Titus, Lights Out, Season 2 of Full Circle, Crowded, and Man with a Plan. He had recurring roles in Heat of the Night. He had recurring roles in The Heat of the Night, Touched by an Angel, Rugrats, The Simpsons, What's New, Scooby-Doo, Prison Break, Bored to Death, The Neighbors, Sean Saves the World, 1600 Penn, Hot in Cleveland, NCIS New Orleans, Blunt Talk, Ray Donovan, Blue Bloods, Tokyo Trial, and The Blacklist. He's in one episode of 30 Rock. He's done a ton of work as a narrator.
Yeah.
He's an accomplished pianist and composer, working some with Judy Collins and providing the music for the film Imbued and the Mike Hammer audio radio series.
Yeah.
He served 6 months in prison after being arrested at Heathrow with enough cocaine to land him with an importation charge.
Really?
Yeah, but it was in the late 70s or early 80s.
So it's more or less
How
fine.
much that actually was.
Yeah.
He formed a friendship with a priest at this low point and converted to Catholicism. He was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame in 2015. He's been married 4 times, first to Catherine Baker in 1964, then to Marilyn Aiken in 1975, Jill Donahue in 1981, and to Polish interior designer and former fashion model Małgorzata Tomasi in 1986, with whom he has 2 adopted children. I believe they're still together.
Oh, Jane Seymour was his sister-in-law at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
You would know his brother, James Keach, by
Yes.
if you've seen National Lampoon's Vacation, he's the motorcycle cop.
Yeah, they play brothers in The Long Riders.
Nice.
Which is about the James gang.
Yeah, nice.
Then we've got Sandy Duncan playing Judge Virginia Farrell.
Yeah.
We saw her playing this judge back in 123, not as stiffed as Charmaine was. Talking season 16, episode 16, December Solstice. She was born in New London, Texas, to Mother Sylvia and gas station owning Mansell Ray Duncan.
That's a
They
name.
moved to Tyler when she was in 3rd grade. Tyler, Texas, of course.
Yeah, I've been there. It sucks.
Yeah. Her first paid acting gig was at 12 in a local production of The King and I. She moved to New York City at 18, moving into the famed Rehearsal Club, which is also where Carol Burnett moved.
Yes.
Which we talked about quite a bit back in 240.
We sure did.
She won a Theater World Award, fresh in Adam's head. She won a Theater World Award in 1968 for her turn in Ceremony of Innocence, and then a Drama Desk Award in 1970 for her turn in The Boyfriend. She's thrice Tony nominated in 1969, 71, and 1980. She, in 1971, underwent surgery to remove a benign brain tumor behind her left optic nerve, losing her vision in her left eye. But the left eye is still tracked with the right eye, so doctors left it in. So she does not have a glass eye, despite, the urban legend or myth, I guess, that she does. She's in the films The $1 Million Duck, Star Spangled Girl, The Cat from Outer Space, The Fox and the Hound, Rockadoodle, The Swan Princess, and Never Again. She was main cast in Funny Face, for which she was Emmy nominated. but it was low rated, and they retooled the show the next year and called it The Sandy Duncan Show. Then she was in Valerie's Family, which then became the Hogan Family when Valerie Harper had a contract dispute and fucked off to a different... She left the show that was at one point just called Valerie. They killed her off. I believe she was hit while running.
Nice.
I believe she was hit by a car. That is the first show to ever say condom on TV, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, Jason Bateman said it, I believe. Nice. It was definitely a storyline revolving around Jason Bateman's dong needing a condom. Then she was also main cast in A Little Curious. She had recurring roles in Search for Tomorrow, What's My Line, Laugh-In, The Hollywood Squares, The $10,000 Pyramid. A lot of these are game shows that she was like panel in 75 episodes of.
Yeah.
The $25,000 Pyramid, Roots, for which she was Emmy nominated, The Love Boat, and Barney and the Backyard Gang. She was married to Bruce Scott from 1968 to 1972, then to Dr. Thomas Calcaterra from 1973 to 1979. To my knowledge, he's not related to Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not related to lawyer and baseball writer Craig Calcaterra.
Yeah. Non-practicing lawyer at this point. He just gets to be a baseball writer.
That's nice. Good for him.
Thomas Calcaterra was the consulting surgeon on her brain tumor surgery.
Oh, wow.
So that's how they met. And then lastly, she's been married to Tony-nominated actor, dancer, singer, and choreographer Don Correa since 1980, with whom she has 2 children and lives in Connecticut.
Nice.
Got 2 more short ones.
Yeah.
Kelly Missile playing Carla Gannon. She is from the Jersey Burbs. We've seen her sister, Catherine, twice in Munchy by Benson, episode 200, Tearful iPad Reunion, talking season 14, episode 6, Friending Emily. That was Munchy's choice. That, if I remember correctly, we did not like. That was the Kim Rollins.
Oh, that's a Kim? Yeah.
Yeah.
They set us up to fail. I think, though.
They knew we were not going to like it.
I feel like we liked it more than they thought we were going to like it. Like, we didn't
Yes,
give it
but we'd gone 200 episodes. We'd gone 200 episodes without her.
Yes, exactly.
And they were punishing us. So thanks, Munchies. We also saw her sister in episode 97, which we very much liked. I don't like the idea of having ninja pedophiles out there. That scares me. We're talking season 12, episode 12, Possessed.
Yeah, one of 2 perfect episodes.
2 perfect 10s.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. That one is so good.
That's so
Jesus
great.
Christ.
Kelly Missile had just been nominated for a Daytime Emmy for her role on One Life to Live before this episode aired. She's been in the films Contest, Movement and Location, Frat Star, and VHS 99. In addition to One Life to Live, she's been main cast in The Crossing and had a recurring role in Generation and FBI International. And then Lakeisha May playing Tiana Raines. She got her BA from Spelman College and her MFA in acting from the American Conservatory Theater. She was just on Broadway in Jaja's African Hair Braiding and is currently appearing off-Broadway in Ginger Twinsies. She has a producing collective, CCC, and just joined Le Chanze Productions as an assistant producer. She wrote, produced, directed, and starred in the short Pharmakeisha. She was in the film Panama Canal Story. She's in an episode apiece of Boardwalk Empire, Forever, City on a Hill, and Blue Bloods. Yeah. That's it.
I looked a fair amount into Patricia Noonan, who played Macy Lynn Pierce.
She didn't have credits.
She didn't have TV credits. She did she's done a lot of Broadway stuff, a lot of acting, but it's mostly on stage, not on screen.
Yeah.
I was mostly trying to get some biographical information about her because, holy shit, does she not do a good Georgia accent? It might be it's up there with some of the worst accent work we've ever seen on the show. And I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt and maybe go like, well, maybe it's her native accent and she just kind of fades in and out at times. But no, I knew in my heart that was not going to be the truth. I'm 90% sure she's from the Northeast because all of her work is in and around the Northeast.
It's probably from New Hampshire.
I
Wasn't that the last time we had a Southern accent we hated? They were from New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly. This one was rough, guys. I might have to include some of it in one of the sound clips just because it is so bad. Wow. So yeah, the episode, right, Josh? The episode.
Yeah. So apparently, this is SVU doing an athletic brand hype video.
Yeah, it's weird. I really think they just kind of
Sharkware MVP.
Well, whatever the name.
Also, Nike called.
Well,
they want their Orion Bay logo back.
Exactly. They really, for how much time the clothing and the logos get on screen, they needed to spend a lot more time working on it because it's very bad.
So half-assed.
It's if you just had it in just a blink of an eye, it would have been something, but it's not. It's featured in 5 scenes. They go back to that store a couple times. There's that open that is, jarring. You're like, what am I watching here?
And this is Stacy Keach just started having strokes at this point. I know he does a lot of VO work, a lot of narration.
Yeah.
I don't think his voice at this point in time is the voice that you would have doing this athletic brand hype video. I think you would go for more like a classic sportscaster type.
Yeah, and then maybe have Stacy Keach, on stage.
Have him on stage, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the name. He's the name behind the brand. But
sure,
I just everything about this hype video is a misfire.
Mm-hmm.
And this product launch, which is just a re-upping of a contract, also.
Why are there 100 reporters in the room for a contract?
Re-upping.
Exactly.
This is a product line that has existed already.
A retired
and will just continue
basketball
to
player.
exist.
He's no longer playing. It's not like he just won the NBA Finals or something.
No.
And there's foreign press there. I mean, there are
not 100 reporters at the next Air Jordan launch.
And what the fuck kind of lunch spot are Finn and Rollins going to where whatever network is carrying this live is playing on multiple TVs?
Like CBS Sports HQ or some nonsense. This is not real.
It's CNBC Sports is what it is, right? But also, speaking of Finn and Rollins' lunch, they are described, I think, by Carisi as being having a working lunch.
Yeah, they are.
And I have a big problem with this because I don't think that Warren Leight's writing staff realizes that people that don't have email jobs, like a working lunch is not really a thing for cops. They're just eating lunch.
Yeah, you just take lunch.
You have a lunch break, or you have time. If you're in a job like a cop or a EMT or something like that, you grab lunch with your radio on, ready to leave, and you go, oh well. And usually, when you're those guys, sometimes you get a free drink with your meal or a free bag of chips, something like that.
Right.
What are they working on? What are they working on, Josh? watching sports
Not
business
betting.
news channels.
Not betting. That's what they're working on.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, they're not strategizing an email rollout campaign,
Yeah. So Rollins never lost $1 betting on Shakir Wilkins.
I have a hard time
she already
believing that.
obviously mentioned.
Yeah.
Then we get a mixture of the Ray Rice and the Solange Knowles elevator videos.
Yeah.
Because in the Ray Rice video, his fiance is the first one to hit, and then obviously he hits.
He hits her very hard.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So
and then drags her out by the hair.
Shakir doesn't Ray Rice her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the sort of it's reminiscent also of Solange hitting Jay-Z in the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
But we're already seeing shades of Ray Rice, shades of Kobe, shades of Solange, and we'll see shades of Bill Cosby pretty quickly here.
Yeah. Now, the one thing that doesn't like fit, because this this universe of this SVU, like everything is exactly what it seems, right? In a way. So like Shakir Wilkins seems like a stand-up dude, right? And he is in the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure. I mean, he was cheating on the person that he's sleeping with.
He was cheating on lots of people, but
he was cheating on Cordelia.
But that's
who, they're supposed to be in a relationship, and he's running around. But whatever.
Don't want to quote Stacy Keach's character here on anything, but I believe the intent with his character is that's the show is saying. That's what they do. The basketball players.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough. Don't like it.
Yeah. Not racist. So we meet Carisi's stash here.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan. I liked it.
Yeah, I believe this is his second episode, so we're just getting to know him.
They're kind of giving him some stucky material to work with here.
Yeah, they quickly right the ship, but the first like half of this season is a little rough with Carisi.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? She's peeing on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I have that note too. So,
audience, sorry, I have not seen this in like 5 or 6 days. So that's.
It must be Carla, because right before this, she was talking about the summer kickoff in the Hamptons party, which sounds fucking terrible. Like, let's drive 8 hours each way to go to a miserable party with a bunch of douchebags that wish they were in Miami or Las Vegas. And then she says, like, as I think ruining, if you like ruined Wilkins' name, you'd be ruining the brand. It would be like peeing on Mount Rushmore, which, I mean, personally, I would fucking pee on Mount Rushmore. Fuck everybody involved with making that mountain.
Mr. Bauer bought her silence with bonuses. Mm-hmm. We're a family. We take care of each other when our family members get dosed and raped.
Sort of. $5,000 doesn't seem like enough to buy silence for that.
Yeah.
It's $800 definitely doesn't sound like enough.
Sure. No, definitely not. Then we get a let me talk to the boy, which is the, paternalistic bullshit from a white billionaire towards a black man who would be in his early 40s, per the story laid out in the intro, and a big red flag.
Sure, big red flag. If he's the greatest of all time, I would assume he has like multiple MVPs, probably some rings.
Right.
It's pretty uncomfortable having that guy call him boy multiple times. Yes, I guess that's the show telegraphing this relationship to us.
Right.
A little more than it needed to. I think
I had forgotten for a while that they were also going to wrap in
Donald Sterling.
They were going to fold in Donald Sterling.
Yeah,
but they sure did.
Which they did. They didn't need to. I mean, come on, like
no. So then we get the moment where Carisi, Finn, and Rollins all don't want to think that Shakir Wilkins could have done this.
Yeah.
And Liv is, of course, playing the Believe Women card in this case incorrectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was writing the recap, I had not watched the episode, so I did not know how it turned out. And I originally put like something to the effect that like without any evidence, Liv believes the victim, whether they're true or not. And then I erased that, and then I was proved correct. My hunch was right.
It was a prescient hunch. Then they get on a plane to Atlanta to check out this rape claim.
Yeah.
Or Rollins does.
Now, I have a production note here, because she's, there's one scene in Atlanta. Well, actually 2 scenes. I take that back. 2 scenes in Atlanta. The first scene, she's at her old office.
Precinct. Yeah.
The audio, the background audio in the Atlanta PD office is not just kind of the same as the background audio in the SVU offices in New York. It is exactly the same.
Sure.
The exact same phones ringing, the exact same room tone, the exact same papers being shuffling. I know this because I listen to this shit on cans and have to, fade that in and out when I'm taking clips. And I know exactly what that sound is. And I thought that was funny because at least, use a different telephone ring. I'm sure you've got one.
Sam Reynolds called because he wanted to get a roll or a Rollins the hay, I guess.
I don't necessarily like the way they're depicting the Atlanta Police Department because, correct me if I'm wrong. He's the one
who's actually on friendly terms with her.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but like he's like the good one, right? And the other one, the deputy chief, was like her assaulter,
rapist,
right?
Yeah. Or he sexually assaulted her. I don't remember if he actually,
We haven't seen that one yet on
right.
Munchy by Benson, so I don't remember the details, but
or maybe we have. I don't know anymore.
But basically, like. Literally everybody in Atlanta's trying to sleep with Rollins. They're leaving their wives for Amanda.
Cool.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm separated, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it for old time's sake.
We're then told that the 6th largest metro area in the country is a small town.
Well, yeah. It does have an interesting history of racism and white supremacy that prevents the city of Atlanta from being a bigger town. Famously, the Atlanta Braves moved their stadium to a place where you can't reach the new stadium with public transportation from the city of Atlanta for...
Why would you be able to do that, though?
Well, the city of Atlanta actually has good public transportation, partially because of the Olympics and because of other things. But it seems rough.
Racist.
Yeah, a little rough.
So we then find that Orion Bauer gave Macy Lynn the same line of bull and payoff, or that's what we're meant to believe.
Yeah, right.
That he gave to
Macy Lynn's accent, just underlining and putting some exclamation points next to that. It is.
They went to Atlanta and found a real Georgia peach.
They sure did. Like Mike Watford at least is like, it's like believable for however many lines he has to say.
Just don't do it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to.
Atlanta's
do it.
A metropolitan
It's
area.
a huge fucking city. There's millions of people that live around there. Some of them have
People
Southern
move there
accents.
from all over the country.
They sure do. Some of them have deep South accents. Not all of them. Just like
the
in
same
Texas.
can be said for Dallas or Houston or any.
Sometimes you go to Los Angeles and you find somebody with a Georgia peach accent. But
sometimes you take a bat cruise in Austin and you get a guy with a thick Hills of Tennessee accent.
You sure do.
Cruise.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember this one. I had some ladies from Knoxville. I had a cruise of old biddies from Knoxville, and I said, "Oh, we have a boat captain from one of the hills outside Knoxville." And she said, "Honey, which hill?" Like that. It's great. It's delightful. R.I.P. Love you, Johnny.
R.I.P. Johnny. Then we are introduced to Tiana, who has to be a gold digger.
Who's described as a gold digger
Yeah.
before we meet her.
Yeah, by Orion Bauer.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is direction or writing or performance, but when we first meet Tiana, she seems very scared and traumatized.
Yeah.
And then
because she's the best actor of the three, I guess.
She has a real heel turn at the end.
100%. 100%. But can we also note that I don't believe we're ever fully told. The last time we see Macy Lynn and Carla, they're both sticking to their stories.
They are both sticking to their stories. We never see them recant once.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess the show means we're not meant to believe women.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that they could have still been sexually assaulted.
Exactly, they could have. We don't know. We don't ever get the details. But let's say that
that's never resolved clearly.
Let's say that they are all lying about this.
Yes.
Liv is just like, oh, it doesn't matter. They can lie about this. This is not a problem. Which doesn't seem like a Benson move
No.
to me. Because then it's like, well, how can I believe victims if you guys are fucking bullshitting it? And she's just like, oh, we have to. It's not a big deal.
Well, not just live. How can I believe victims? But I think there's a larger problem with a high profile case like this.
Exactly. This is exactly the sort of thing that, like, the fucking right winger
hurts what they're overall trying to do.
The Fox News is saying, oh, these women are making up these stories to railroad these important men, these Lawrence Summers of the world, so important, critical to the world.
He just resigned.
From Harvard, yeah. He still has a bunch of other shit that he's...
I wasn't sure if you saw that because I think it happened while we were recording it. I saw
he's him and his loose labial chin is definitely in the news right now. I think he's still on the board of Chat, whatever, OpenAI, whatever that company's called. That piece of shit. Anyways, in the background of the store, I really love this. So the store, again, we were talking about, I guess this would be art department that created this this campaign, these clothes, probably. Wardrobe, maybe. I don't know. Some combination.
Clothes?
Well, like the stuff that's in the store. Like I'm talking about the merchandise in the store and the branding that's in the store. Because the store does not look
it'd probably
finished.
be the costume department.
It looks pretty barren in there.
It's possible that it'd be set deck.
Yeah.
Because it's not a prop.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the set deck is obviously these are all under the larger umbrella of art department.
Sure. Yeah. So in the back, all the background actors they have as customers in the store are, I say this as one of them, like pathetic, balding older men, like not the kind of people you want, like populating your hot athletic wear clothing store,
But maybe the most representative. I don't know. We find out that Tiana kept her underwear that she was wearing when he raped her, giving us shades of
Monica Lewinsky, maybe.
Bubba and Monica.
Yeah.
So we find out that spending the night spooning is apparently not part of the Shakir Wilkins experience. I wonder if they're given gift baskets like what Jeter used to send them home
Jeter
with.
used to send him gift baskets. I love the idea of Jeter calling his personal assistant and telling him to send some gift basket to some.
Well, no, he would send them out the door with them.
Oh God, he had them all ready to go.
Yeah, he had my understanding is that he had a gift basket ready to hand off to whoever he graced with his
sharing
dog.
his hotel room at that night.
Well, I think it's his apartment.
Okay.
I think it. Yeah. I don't think he had him on the road.
Yeah, he would stay focused on the road. It was at home that he could really let loose. Yeah, I mean, probably the only way he could get hard is if the Bleacher creatures are calling out his name, right? That's the only way.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes. I think I have two scenes that I actually liked, but one of them is when they announce that they're parting ways with him, and they show the faces on all the children that he'd been playing basketball with, looking very glum and depressed as they're taking down the fucking
not canvas, but
the Kinko's it's that glossy canvas poster material. Yeah. I love that. They're all just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's clearly kids. The exact same kids wearing the exact same clothes that were in the scene with him, presumably days or weeks earlier.
All right, so then we get they need someone as an outcry witness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember who that was.
That was Stacy Keach. Stacy Keach was the outcry witness because none of the women came forward. Sure. When they talked to Macy Lynn the second time, she says, "It's rough, man. It's in Warren Leight's world. Everyone with a Southern accent is extremely racist. It's like a given. Just like Canadians get like raped and murdered as soon as they step foot in New York City. Anybody with a Southern accent is racist. I mean, but she says, I'm not going to attempt the accent because
Please do.
I came from a good Christian home. I went to a hotel room with a black athlete. My mother would have blamed me. It's pretty yeesh. Yeesh. But she had more of an emphasis on the black part, which was pretty rough.
Yeah. Sorry if I hurt you. Sting on her own.
I like how confused you are. You're like, I have no idea what I'm
remembering the park bench scene.
The park bench scene. Yeah, the park bench scene. Very stupid.
Yeah. They strip his legacy from everything. It's fucked up that they asked her to get a car for Shakira after they knew she alleged he'd raped her, although it ends up being less fucked up. If, again, we still are not certain that she didn't allege. We're meant to infer that she lied about this, but we don't.
But again, both she and Macy Lynn, they never recant, nor are they specifically found to be lying. I mean, like, so they skip a couple steps here. He does say to Cordelia that he could have found a dozen other women to pay off. But like SVU never establishes this, that they are full of shit. No. Not once. Although I guess technically they were recording it, but they were recording it illegally. So I don't know. Yeah. It still seems like if you're going to trial with this, you're not necessarily throwing out that part of it. Except for the fact that Barba, kind of wink, wink, nudge, nudge allows it to go away.
Yeah. But yeah, with Macy Lynn and her family, I think we're meant to believe that her family would have burned a cross in her yard.
Sure seems like it. Because that's what's done in Metro, not even Metro Atlanta, in the city of Atlanta, When was this? 2014.
Then Tiana saying Bauer put her up to claiming she was raped, but she's pissed because she didn't get as much money as white girls. These other two seem very certain they were raped and are vociferously denying they're making anything up. Yeah. Seems like a lot of effort for $5,000.
It does. It sure does. It sure does. Now, Tiana tries to shake them down first for bus fare and then for just to get paid just to testify. Again, pretty rough SVU. Because she goes from being like the most damaged, traumatized one of these alleged victims to now all of a sudden she's very sassy and she's claiming that she had to take. There's the thing I have a trouble with. I don't care about any of that stuff. But she claims that it was a big burden for her. She works in Times Square. Okay, that's where she works every day, presumably 5 days a week.
Looking forward to this, Adam. Break it down.
She is claiming that it is a huge hardship to go to the fucking New York Superior Courthouse, which is Lower Manhattan, below Canal Street. And it's the famous building with the steps. She says she needed to take an express bus and a taxi. Now, those express buses are expensive. They're like $6 or something like that. Why did she need to take a taxi?
In 2014, they would have been less, though.
It doesn't matter. They're more expensive.
Next year they'll be free, right?
But it doesn't fucking matter. The express buses are weird. I never rode one. I don't really know the ins and outs of it. They looked uncomfortable to me. It's kind of like you ride a Greyhound from the Bronx basically into town, and I never had occasion to ride them. But still, she goes to work in Times Square. From Times Square, there are, I counted it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 9 trains, 9 different train lines that go from Times Square. So there's a couple different stops around there. So depending on which one you're closest to, but 9 different lines that go from Times Square to a less than 10-minute walk to the courthouse.
Now, what you don't know, Adam, is that there was a scene on the cutting room floor where she admits that she's deathly afraid of going under the street level.
Oh, that may be.
So goat cheese and sun-dried tomatoes.
It looked like a good pizza.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why they were complaining that he was a pepperoni man. They should know he's from.
Well, I think they were giving him shit. Like, hey, mustache.
Yeah.
We had you pegged for just being a pepperoni guy. He's like, I'm Carisi.
Yeah.
I contain multitudes. I grew up on Staten Island.
Look, if you get a good pie in New York, you can get the cup and char shit. You know, you can get some fancy ass pepperoni in that town if you go to the right spot.
My mom fondled the fucking O'Halloran sandwich way back in season 2 or whatever. Season 5.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like okay, my question though, did he order that pizza from Staten Island? Is somebody did he make that delivery guy who I thought it was great because the extra totally turned and faced the camera without having to. I was like, good for you, dude. Good for you.
Yeah, get that moment. Your family knows that you were on SVU.
They sure do. Sure do.
More fucking power to you, man.
But did that guy have to take the Staten Island ferry and then ride his bike uptown from there?
100%.
Yeah, I think so.
100%. Yeah, he took that pie is 90 minutes old at least.
It takes a lot of careful timing to know exactly when the boat departure is and when you got to call in your pizzas so it's ready by the time the boat
But
goes.
Carisi's a purist, you know. He's only going to eat a Staten Island pie. So Carisi's explanation for why he joined SVU is kind of a little weird.
It is a little weird,
but I also kind of like it.
I think
like the female homicide victims were made up and must have known their husbands or boyfriends were about to kill them. It's like odd and sort of dark, but at the same time, I kind of like it.
I think Scandavino pulls it off to his credit.
Yes,
because I think
I think it's terribly written.
I think it's very ham-fisted, and
it's just like kind of like a gibberish adjacent. You know?
Yes, it is.
It's gibberish adjacent.
It sure is, and I feel like he's just like sitting there, like he doesn't know any of these people really. I mean, I'm sure they're nice to him, but he's the one who has to prove something.
He's not added to the main cast yet.
And he's staring at this going like, how do I make this work? How do I make this work? And he kind of does. Which is remarkable because it is fucking gibberish.
It's a testament to Scandavino. It's not a testament to how Carisi is created as a character by the writers' room.
Again, I feel like they just took the Stucky mold and were like, sure, he could be Stucky. And then thankfully
we'll have him say something other than bing bang bong, but
we'll have him just throw pizzas at people that are like have just been told they have 48 hours to like get like actionable evidence in this case. They have to hit the streets. Okay. So
for actionable evidence, you need goat cheese and sun-dried tomatoes.
You need a goat cheese and sun-dried tomato. It's an interesting pie. I didn't actually.
He contains multitudes, Adam.
But I didn't see any sun-dried tomatoes on it. But maybe it was just a.
They're small.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's an interesting topping. It seems like if I'm being honest, the goat cheese, absolutely fine with that. But the sun-dried tomatoes do seem a little CPK for my liking. You know. It's a little.
I hate CPK.
It's a little what you're fortifying yourself with while you're getting mall drunk.
That's California Pizza Kitchen for those who don't know how Adam is shorthanding CPK for California Pizza Kitchen. Okay, so I forgive you for everything. Can you think of any reason why Orion Bauer wants to destroy you, Shakir?
Yeah.
Answers capitalism, obviously.
In this case, it's his
racism
daughter.
and capitalism.
It's racism, white supremacy,
and capitalism.
he did get $500 million back.
Yeah, but he wants
to.
Orion Bauer wants to get out from under this deal.
Yeah, but he also wants
is willing to use his most racist way to get out of it.
But mostly he wants to preserve, the future of his white children.
It's 1A capitalism, 1B racism.
I feel like 1A is the 14 words here, and 1B is capitalism.
Okay.
Capitalism is like the dessert, but the main dish here is preserving the integrity of the white race, as I think what's going on here. But he says to his daughter,
I don't care if you're my lawyer, I'll get a real lawyer.
Ouch. That's a sick burn. That is a sick ass burn. And then the only part of the episode I genuinely like is when Stacy Keach turns to his daughter and says, "And you're lucky you didn't get the AIDS."
Yeah, I have that. Nope.
Calling it the AIDS will never not be funny, guys. Sorry.
And then we've got your black baby's going to be a scholarship case. And then a bunch of these people, animals,
a lot of these people,
bad stuff,
animals.
Bad stuff. Donald Sterling really coming out here. If people don't know who Donald Sterling is, he was the racist owner of the Clippers who had a bunch of tapes talking about all of his players who he treated like chattel property.
Yeah.
And would bring random other rich people into the locker room while they were changing and start clapping their shoulders and,
I mean, would it surprise me if Jerry Jones was saying the exact same things as Donald Sterling? Not at all.
No, he just has jammers.
Exactly. The difference is that he's rich enough to not get caught.
He's paranoid enough to not get caught, probably.
Yeah.
Because basically, Jerry Jones runs his entire football team as just a way to get one over on what he would term the blacks.
Sure would.
Yeah, because that dude's racist.
Sure is. And he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks a lot. He's a real supreme piece of shit. So, you lied about those other women. We can raise this baby together. It's too late.
Too late.
Why the fuck did we get the 30-second button of the unit summing up the convo that they're seeing happen down the hall?
The unit is within earshot. There's so many photographers there. This is kind of the wrong conversation to have in front of the paparazzi, I would think, to begin with. But also, the unit, why does the unit need to sum up what we just saw? We just saw it. Why not end, again, if you're going to go with this route.
You end with it's too late. That is the final shot.
Yes, exactly. His head is in his hands. You're pulling back the camera. That's the end. Dick Wolf. That's the end.
Yeah, and if you need the extra 30 seconds, then just go back to where Tiana's complaining about how she doesn't go underground for nobody.
And they also could have established the relationship between Shakir and Cordelia earlier in the episode, besides them looking at each other once. They look at each other once in the courtroom.
Or you establish that both fucking Macy Lynn and Carla made up their shit. There are many other scenes that could have been in here instead of a 30-second button of the unit summing up what we just saw.
Which includes Liv saying, you know what, it's okay when people lie about it because that's going to happen sometimes. And we try to get justice for people in all sorts of things, but not in this case because it's not that big of a deal. He's fine.
No.
Which, I mean, sure, whatever, but that's kind of antithetical to the character of Olivia Benson, right?
Yeah.
At least how I've understood her. And it's not to say that he is going to sue the shit out of them. He's going to sue them for everything they will ever earn in the future of their lives, because he can still, even though he lost $500 million, he can still afford a fancy lawyer, and they cannot because they got $5,000 from that old piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go after them.
Why not? He could go after them too.
He's going to go after Orion Bauer.
Yeah, but why not? I feel
he's
like
going to go
probably
after where
rich
the
enough.
money is. It's just you go after the money.
That's
in this,
true.
In this
There's
scenario,
no money
they don't
there.
have any money.
Yeah.
They were doing this for a $5,000 bonus. Like that's not going to do anything for you.
It's a preposterously small amount for this. That's a month. That's
Now-
like a 2 months rent.
Yeah. It's meaningless.
Uh-huh.
So, last note
Sure.
before we get down to business.
Yeah.
Is this whole episode just wish casting that Kobe wasn't a rapist?
That's how they should have ended this episode. By Shakir making his helicopter pilot fly off into a fog.
To presage Kobe's death, which had not happened yet?
Anyways, Josh, I believe it is now officially time to rank this piece of shit. So, guys, we rank these episodes on the overall quality, the quality of the guests they're in, how problematic the episode was, and the depth and breadth of lives ruined.
I know where you want to go with quality, and I'm okay with you doing it.
The last episode was this unprofessional, rambling fever dream. It barely made sense. Nothing put together. This one, there's a veneer of there's the Warren Leight veneer of we understand what the show's about, but I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. I don't think any of the characters make sense. I think that particularly you talk about Tiana, who I think is the most important witness here, right? Quote unquote witness.
Yeah. Victim.
Yeah, victim, witness, whatever. She starts out as this one character, and then she comes back and she's completely different. She's a completely different person, and not in a way that is it's not an arc. It's just this is a different person played by the same actor, and I hate it. I hate this episode more than I hated Endgame, and I thought Endgame was very bad. I mean, we gave it second worst episode we've ever seen, but this one made me angry, and that one just was this is bad. How did the show survive? This one is just
I think the other issue is that this episode will get points in other areas where that episode was not going to.
Sure. It obviously has a couple things going for it that one could
and
not.
I think as if you're just breaking it down in terms of 3-act structure or whatever, or 5-act structure in this format.
Yeah.
I think it's more professionally done, but it's much more irritating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've complained about this in bad Warren Leight episodes. They're good Warren Leight episodes and they're bad Warren Leight episodes.
Yeah.
But bad Warren Leight episodes, the show is doing the thing that it's complaining about, and it really pisses me off. In here, they're doing the sexism and they're doing the racism,
right, while being polemic.
Yes,
while it's not like Altacockers or something where it's the episode's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But wow, what the fuck just happened?
But at least in Altacockers, I feel like they kind of had some fun making it. Maybe, maybe Wallace Shawn had fun doing it. I don't know. But
you just I don't think you can look at what Wallace Shawn and Judd Hirsch were asked to do in Altacockers and not just look at them with pity.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
More fun
there
than
was
this.
at least, yeah. This is professional, but much more aggravating.
Yeah,
than
just
an
kind of
episode should ever be.
Dismal, and everybody's bad in this one. In a way that
all of which is to say 1, right?
Yes, this is a 1. Quality, it's a 1.
Yes.
Now, guests.
I mean, Keach, Polo, and Simmons they're all serviceable.
They're fine. Yes, they're fine. Polo and Simmons, I think, are quite good. I don't think they're. I think the smaller parts. I think Patricia Noonan is quite bad.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's an accent choice that I think they could have just told her to drop, and that would have helped a lot.
Not everyone in the city has to have that accent.
Exactly. And the Lakeisha May, heel turn is weird and not telegraphed in any way. I don't like that. Everybody is fine. I don't know.
3 or 4?
3? Is 3 okay? I'm fine with the 3.
3's fine.
I'll go as high as the 3. I don't think any of them are that great, but that's material. That's a material issue. So problematic. It really says some racist shit, and does
and it's
some sexist things.
It's the writing staff doing this.
Yes, like
obviously the Donald Sterling stuff is happening, and that's right from the headlines. But there are racist and sexist things happening in the script that are racist and sexist of the writing.
Exactly. Not of Stacy Keach's character, which that would be fine if that was the case, right? Like
that would be contextually okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would
because
make
it's
sense.
it's working towards the greater point, and that's where the problematic.
But this one
is fun to watch. This is problematic in a very bad way.
The script is saying that those people act this way, and I don't like that.
I mean, it's problematic, but I don't think we can It is very problematic.
But it's problematic in the anti-fun way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very problematic in the way that you can't ever go above a 5, and it's probably a 3 again, right?
Yeah, we're acknowledging that it is problematic, but again, is any of it fun? Because this is the fun category, and I don't think that it is. Carisi's mustache notwithstanding.
Carisi's pie, that he got from presumably Staten Island,
most likely. All right, so we're calling that a 3, or we're calling it a 2? I mean, it can't be a 1.
3, I think.
It can't be a 1 because there's definitely something.
I think a 3.
3, yeah, sure. I'm fine with a 3. And then Depth and Breadth of Lives Ruined.
I'm okay with a 1 here.
I'm okay with it because they're just not selling any of these relationships and then trying to get us to feel hard for them, And I'm sorry, Cordelia isn't a character. She's just a fucking lawyer, and lawyers in SVU they have a role, which is not to be somebody we care about until they decide to do some absurd nonsense like Endgame. And then all of a sudden we're supposed to care about them.
Or like Trade.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that in a good way.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
take Alaric off the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a 1 because it just lands. It's such a misstep that it just fucks everything up. So it gives us a 2. I honestly would rather watch Endgame if given the choice, just because it was more it's
astonishingly bad,
easier to laugh at than this one.
Yeah,
this one I couldn't really laugh at in the same way, and that makes me feel bad. So
I would challenge you to go back and watch Endgame again. But I think there might be less rewatchability to it than
entire minutes of just Liv staring with that I'm about to vomit face. Yeah. I can laugh at that. I can enjoy that.
Anyway,
Josh, I think it's time to roll episode 245 and get us off of this crazy train. We've been in a rut for a little while, man.
Well, I mean, we had 239 and 240 were bangers.
They were both great, but at this point, those dropped in November, and right now we're in the middle of January.
Sure, right. So, heading over to episode.lol, which was built for this podcast by friend of the pod, Flett, co-creator of Cinequote.net, with my Unkind Rewind co-host, Sean McGrath. The tape is spinning. Mm-hmm. Bill and Ted do not like this one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Season 11.
Okay.
Episode 13.
All right.
PC.
PC, just PC as in like P period C period? Or just, okay. All right.
Benson and Stabler are forced to deal with the abrasive, militant leader of a lesbian rights group.
Hell yeah.
As they search for a rapist and killer who may be targeting members of the lesbian community.
Oh, look at this.
This episode features
Babs
Kathy
Duffy.
Griffin
As Babs Duffy. The militant lesbo gang leader.
Who I believe kisses Benson in this episode.
Fantastic.
It also features Sutton Foster. Features Kate Udall, who I assume is Mo Udall's daughter.
We'll find out. This looks like it could be quite fun.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be a kind of nuts episode, I think.
Yeah. There's a death metal band called Vampire Sacrifice.
Yep. There sure is. He bites girls, steals blood from the local blood bank, and sings about violence to women, all in the name of his strange vampiric lifestyle.
A lot of the episode takes place at the Kitty Corner, a Greenwich Village lesbian bar, which we can get Sean to go check
One
out.
hopes is real.
See if it exists.
Fantastic. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that should be a nice palate cleanser after this dumpster fire of an episode.
The dumpster fire of the last four episodes. I mean,
yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to this. This is great. So this one will be crossed off the Munchies Choice list, sadly, guys.
It's not on the Munchies Choice. This was someone asked, I believe it was on Reddit like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
They were like, can you guys do PC? And I was like, well,
we don't really, it doesn't really work that.
So in fucking 200 episodes, when it actually hits it, sure, we'll do it. And,
I hope they're still listening. So speaking of Munchie's Choice, we are kind of request that in, I guess it'll be episode 250, the Munchies are going to choose another one. So guys, start thinking about it. And you can start nominating stuff if you are Munchies. Now, the way to become a Munchie is to join our Patreon, which, we're patreon.com/munchmybenson. That's the best way to vote on those. You can nominate them first and then vote on them. And typically we love the Munchies choices because we're either getting something crazy good or something crazy bad, but at least it's not
worst episode we've ever done.
Was a Munchie's Choice. And
one of the perfect 10s.
Yeah, one of the perfect 10s.
Munchie's Choice.
Yeah, sure was. Ballerina
We've only had 2.
Ballerina was
244 episodes in. We've only had 2 perfect choices.
And they were
2 perfect 10s.
One
of which was a Munchie's Choice.
Yeah. 2 perfect 10s and 1 perfect 1. And Possessed was the only.
I don't know that you can say a perfect one. Maybe an imperfect one.
Oh man. But I think PC is going to be a good one. I just looking at the recap, it looks really fun.
Vampiric death metal.
We get to think about Kathy Griffin, who I haven't seen Trump talk about her in a long time. She used to be a favorite topic of his.
She sure did.
Yeah. Anyways, fuck that guy. Hopefully by the time that episode drops, he will have finally departed this mortal coil. That would be great. That'd be good for everyone.
I was thinking it.
I'm not suggesting that our listenership act on that, but I am just saying it
No,
would be nice.
we're hoping for natural causes, choking on a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Or Bubba, whatever you need to choke on.
Yeah.
Finally, if you want to discuss this disgrace of an episode or any of the other ones we've watched, the best place to do that is going to be on our Discord channel. You can find the links to that on the show notes or on our website, which is munchmybenson.com. Both of those places are the place to find links to all the various guest spots we've done on other podcasts, or our social media accounts, or our Zazzle merch page. If you want to think about fonder memories and, drink your juice, that's where you can go get your mother needs her juice mug. It's a pint glass.
Who's going to change my bag?
Who's going to change my bag? Yeah. I fondly, we were talking about that in 240, so I got to drop that sound clip in it, which I might have to drop it into this one when I edit this one, because I think it earned it.
Sure.
But yeah, we're on the socials. We're always at Munch My Benson. That's a good place.
And join the Discord. That's the best place.
But the Discord is the best place to talk about the show. That's where there's a community. Yeah. That's where people will get back to you.
It's easy to have a sustained conversation there. Like you can comment on fucking posts on Reddit or whatever, but it's.
I'm told if you're a rich and powerful ephebophile, you can have that kind of conversation via email. Have you seen these email threads? They're fucking preposterous.
Yeah.
Like one-word emails sent back and forth to each other. It's so irritating. That's how I know this is not a meritocracy, because those assholes surely must know that there's a better way to do this.
Two commas as quotation marks. Commas. Not apostrophes.
The quotation mark button is it's like up and to the right. It's like just right there. I'm looking at it.
The syntax that he employs in writing an email is galling.
And it's just all these rich and powerful people being like, just fawning over him, and him being like, as like every one of his responses is that, essentially. Wild stuff, man. Great country we live in. Anyways,
if you live in another country and want to sponsor Adam and I citizenship, reach out to the pod, munchmybenson@gmail.com.
Yeah. Between us and our families, we have a variety of skills. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. We have particular sets of skills.
Yeah.
This podcast would be so much better if it were recorded in your country, wouldn't it?
Svalbard or Ireland or
listener in Ireland. We have Irish listeners. We have Australian listeners. We have listeners all over the world.
Call back, but Sultan of Brunei, or I'm sorry, Prime Minister of Brunei, right? He's the Prime Minister?
No, it's Sultan.
But he's both.
Still Sultan.
He's both, but he's also the Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah, sure. But anyways, Sultan first and foremost.
Your Majesty, we know you have a beautiful country. We would love to update your web design, because, it's not that it's bad. It just needs some tweaking here and there to look modern and professional, I think, personally. And we have the skills
we can
to
help.
do that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We can help.
Absolutely. Yep. Oh gosh,
your site's gonna look great.
On that note,
Bring us in.
I think we're done, right? I think we're done.
Bring us in, dear leader.
Oh, guys, until next time, get out there, munch Bensons, but don't
lie about stuff.
Don't be like the writing staff of this episode. Don't claim to be doing. Don't do the thing that you're claiming to be like protesting against. It's not a good look.
Right. If you're trying to hoist Donald Sterling on his own petard, maybe don't engage in the same shit that Donald Sterling was engaging in.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad stuff. Oh, yay.
F that.
Thank you, Kathy Griffin. You're our only hope.
Okay.
Keep it. So Carla and Macy Lynn aren't changing their stories. They definitely got paid more.
And for all of us?
Oh, yeah. Goat cheese and sun-dried tomato.
Made you for a pepperoni guy.
I'm full of surprises. This whole case is a crock. I mean, I kind of called it. Hello?
Yeah, we still don't know what happened.
How do you ever really know what happened? I mean, a man and a woman alone in a room. It's 100 different stories how that plays out. Most of them not criminal. Not good either.
Carisi, remind me why you're SVU again?
I worked homicide a couple years. It's the women who get you. I mean, they're dead, but their hair's clean. They're nicely dressed. They're made up. And that means their husbands or their boyfriends did it. It's like they knew. They knew it was coming. They don't even look surprised. Just finished. It doesn't, make me treasure every moment or any of that crap, but...
Okay. Meanwhile, Carla Cannon is on her way up.
Will she hold or will she fold, huh? I got this.